So yeah.
No, it's true. I still have Luka in my, MVP running. And someone that doesn't really get too much consideration, I think it's your pick, which is Shai.
Whoa,
And
some guy told me I'm smoking some crazy stuff for even uttering those
they're
words.
coming after you in the comments.
Yo, nah, they're coming for me, nah. They're coming for me, bro. But it's okay though. It's okay. Do you know why it's okay? Because it shows that I have an opinion outside of what's mainstream, bro. Because at the end of the day, sure, Shai may not be the MVP, but how is it crazy for me to even say that he is though? He's leading the youngest NBA team right now. What are they? Third in the West right now. The West is clearly the harder conference. You know what I'm trying to say? He's like what, top 5 in scoring, top 5 in like steals and stuff like that. So how is it crazy for me to think or say that Shai could be MVP, or at least is one of them, or should be in consideration for that? When Jokic won his MVP and they were 6th, nobody thought they were crazy for that. But Shai's been what? Like, sorry, the OKC Thunder have been what? First, second, third for majority of the year, and that's because of Shai. Because of Shai, and now I'm smoking something crazy because of that. Oh man, bro, I don't know about these basketball.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know what to think because he's a great player and he's their engine, as we always say. But and it's hard to kind of gauge how good his team is because yes, they're young, but they're really good. He's young as well. They're all young, really good players, and he's just the best one out of them. There's Jalen Williams. Chet is a big factor too. I don't know. I think people kind of discount him. And he's probably kind of a little overshadowed because, Victor is like the better, version of that type of style player. But he does a lot. He does a lot. So I don't know. Like I said, my opinion of what an MVP is where you take your team from here to here with that difference that you make up for your team. And he's one of the bigger factors. I just think Luka's a bigger factor on a map. I think one exercise that you could do to kind of, understand how valuable a player is to kind of swap stars. Let's say you have OKC and you have Dallas Mavericks and you were to swap their stars. Would Mavs be playing as good as they are with Shai as their number one guy compared to Luka on OKC? Imagine Luka on OKC. They're the number one team in the league.
Sure. I don't know. I don't know. I can't jump to that because right now the Mavs are what? They're fifth in the West, although they've been playing hot basketball the last 15 games or so. But you're fifth in the West. The reason why Luka kind of maybe loses points, I already told you, was because they are, probably fifth in the West, 6th, 7th, or 8th in the whole NBA. But Luka's playing with another all-star, right? He's playing with another guy who helped beat a historical team 8 years ago? So Kyrie Irving is not a scrub, The Denver Nuggets, Jokic is that all-star. He's not playing with anybody else. No other all-stars, bro. Not even Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's not even an all-star, right? On OKC, Shai is the all-star. There's nobody else on that team. So yes, I understand what you're saying. Luka's doing amazing things as he has in the past, but we have to understand that he has a second fiddle in Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving can drop 50 points any game. Luka can go cold, and Kyrie can drop 50 points. Who on OKC is dropping 50 if Shai goes cold? Who on the Nuggets are dropping 50 if Jokic goes cold?
In this day in NBA, anybody can drop 50. That's why I hate that kind of term of how many all-stars are you playing with? All these NBA players are really, really good. Look at Michael Flynn. He dropped 50 last week.
Oh, Malachi Flynn, yeah.
Anyone could drop 50 in the NBA.
Yeah, but that was a fluke, bro. That was a fluke. Stop it. That was a fluke.
Did he do it or no? Did he do it or not?
No, he did it, but it was a fluke, though. It was a fluke because guess what? The man shot 1 for 20 the next 3 games. So that just shows. So if Kyrie to drop 50, he's not dropping. He's not going 1 for 20 the next 3 games. Kyrie's still he might drop down to 18, 17 points maybe, but come on, we can't. I think it's disrespectful to Kyrie Irving to say, oh, Luka's the only reason why the Mavs are where they are. And if that's the case, they're fifth. They're fifth spot in the West. You know what I'm trying to say? If that's why I can't 100% say if Luka's on OKC that they're automatically gonna jump up. Sorry, that they'll still be first place with Luka. I don't know. I can't confidently say that.
I can confidently say that. I can confidently say that. With that team, that's a very solid solidly made team. That's a very, well constructed team. They complement each other. They're unselfish. They're young. They're fresh, and they improve. They get better over time, right? So, I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, like, if you did that swap, it kind of makes it clear. Trust me, Shea is top three for me. It'd probably be Luka, Jokic, and Shea for me as top three. I wouldn't really even consider any other, like, outside of that would be like probably Ant-Man, but and like he has a really well constructed team too. Why isn't Ant being considered as much then too?
Because I guess his team is so well rounded that like they're proving right now, even though it's Cat that's out, they're still proof like the Minnesota Timberwolves are still winning games. They're staying afloat. They've won what I think they're 7-3 in the last 10 games. After losing to the Nuggets last night, but they're still a great defensive team. Offensively, they're just not. And if Ant was MVP caliber, I think they would be first. But Ant is still going through growing pains. I still think he's going through certain things that he still needs to learn how to be a superstar in this league. He has the intangibles. He has the tangibles. He has the charisma. He has everything to be a superstar. I just think age and experience, Ant's going to be that guy. Don't get it twisted. He's going to be that guy. I think that's what the difference is, right? You take Luka off of that Dallas Mavericks team. Are they a playoff team? I won't say that. But they're not dead last. They're not the Spurs. They're not the Trailblazers. And why is that? Because they got Kyrie Irving. Again, a Kyrie Irving-led basketball team, when he was on the Cavaliers, they didn't make any noise. So I'm not saying that they would be anything either, but there's still an all-star there. Take Shai off the OKC Thunder, man. What are they doing? It now becomes a Shai-led team to a Chet-led team. Now, where's the Chet-led team going to go? They might be rivaling the Spurs with Wemby for, like, last place right now. You take the Nuggets. You take Jokic off that team. You know what I'm trying to say? They're, like, Jamal Murray is your guy now. How far are you going with Jamal Murray, who has not been an all-star? And this is why the Tatum has not been considered as an MVP, because you pull him off that team, you still got Jaylen Brown, you still got Porzingis, you still got Derek White, you still got Drew Holiday, you still got a great, well-rounded team that may not be first or historical, but there'll still be a decent team. So I don't know if Luka and Kyrie, they need to be better. If that's the case, if Luka's MVP, they got to be better, bro. If this is who they are, they got to be better. But I hear what you're saying at the same time too. I totally understand what you're saying.
You're saying that they should be better than fifth place. I mean, like, it took a little bit of time for them to click. Going back to like last season, it seemed like it just started to click top of the year, 2024. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe next year this will continue on and we'll see them, second or first place, which would be amazing in my case. Like, if I were to see that same team first in the league, constructed how they're constructed, you'd have to give it to the man at that point. You'd have to just give it to him willingly. I get sure. if that's your one reservation, the fact that they're only 4 games out of first place, fine, I'll give you that. Fine.
But that matters though. But in the West that matters. Like 4 games in the East might seem like something, but in the West, that's a lot. Being 4 games ahead of a team in the West is a lot, bro. And that's been proven when we talked about the Lakers ever since 2024. They've been hot. They've been in 9th, and they're still 9th. You know what I'm trying to say? So 4 games up in the West, like, let's not discredit that. That matters, man. Like that matters a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to discredit Luka, but it's just that if I give him MVP, then I'm disrespecting what Shai has done. I'm disrespecting what Jokic has done, and I don't know. I just can't do that. You know what I'm trying to say?
So are you saying that Shai would be the most missed player on their respective team? Would you say that as well?
No, I would say
that's
probably
another
Jokic.
way to look at it too.
No, I'd probably say Jokic just because. Yeah. I'm just saying that because on the Nuggets, Jokic is the system, bro. Like, he literally, like, he sets up everybody. Everybody eats off of this guy, bro. Like, Jokic is out there. I watch the game. Everybody just feeds off this guy. The OKC Thunder, they're still a young team. They're still they got young guys who are still coming to their own. Josh Giddey hasn't played well this season, but he's been playing better this year. They got Chet Holmgren. They got Gordon Hayward as a vet. They got Jalen Williams. So again, they're not a great team, but that team that if they were to play together for an extended period of time, I think they would come into their own as maybe a playing team or a low seed team.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jokic off the Nuggets. I think Nuggets would do worse than OKC and the Dallas Mavericks if you were to remove Luka. I don't know what you're thinking, but because I'm curious to what.
No. I think the way I posed it, the answer would be Jokic. Like he'd be the most missed player because not only does he bring the stats and the points, but the system itself of how they play is more of a systematic game. Like if you take them out, you have to play a completely different style of game. You know what I mean? Not so much Dallas, not so much, OKC. They're gonna play the same game, but like probably be less efficient. So the biggest missed player would be Jokic for sure. Because I've watched those games too, and Gordon is eating off of him. Murray's eating off of him. Every single player. So
Caldwell Pope, Christian Brown, like all these men. So it's like that, and then that's why I like MVP. Or that's how I not like MVP, but that's how I judge MVPs because it's like, okay, if you're the best team, if I remove the best player on that team, are you still the best team? Like I keep it very simple, I'm not a big fan of let's give it to the guy who's sixth in the league, you know what I'm trying to say? And I think that's what Gilbert Arenas was trying to say. He was trying to say that Jokic was the worst MVP, right? Not in the sense that he was the worst player, just in the sense that his team was sixth. Like what I'm trying to say? Other teams, their teams were a lot better.
The first time he won, they were sixth place?
They were sixth place. I could be wrong. It's either the first time he won MVP or the second time. Don't somebody have to fact check me on that. But definitely one of those MVPs, Jokic was sixth, right?
Okay.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that MVP because again, MVP means you're one of the great players in the league. Jokic was a great player. He had the stats to back it up that season, but his team was sixth. You know what I'm trying to say? So now this year, I can give it to him because it's like, bro, you're first in the West. What is that? Second in the whole NBA. All because of you. They remove you. Nuggets are not doing anything. They're not going anywhere. They're not even in a playoff series. So Jokic has to be it. Like I don't get this Luka, this fandom where everybody's just Luka. I think Shai's more of the MVP than Luka is. I'll probably get killed for that, but
okay. I mean.